We need to talk, and we need to talk right now, because so many of you are about to make the single biggest financial mistake of your entire lives. You are standing on the precipice of retirement, you are filled with fear, you are listening to the absolute garbage advice spreading all over social media, and you are about to leave tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, on the table. The title of today's video is Social Security Retirement Benefits Explained, but what we are really explaining today is how you protect your future, how you conquer the fear of the system running dry, and how you secure the maximum amount of guaranteed, inflation-protected income for the rest of your life. Let's start with the problem, because I know exactly what is keeping you up at night. You are looking at your retirement accounts, you are seeing the cost of everyday items stubborn against your wallet, and you are thinking, I just need to take my money and run. The statistics don't lie. The vast majority of Americans rush to claim their Social Security benefits the second they turn 62. 62! You think you are beating the system. You think, let me get my hands on my check before the government changes the rules or before the trust funds run dry. I get the fear. Believe me, I do. You read the headlines, you see the latest trustees report saying the reserves could be depleted in the early 2030s, and panic sets in. You think if you don't grab it now, it's going to vanish. But I am telling you right now, doing that out of fear is bad, dangerous advice, and it is a permanent financial penalty that you can never, ever undo. Let's look at the cold, hard math, because numbers do not have emotions. For anyone born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is 67. 67 is the magic number where you are entitled to 100% of the benefit you actually earned. If you panic and file at age 62, do you know what you get? You get a permanent 30% reduction in your monthly check. 30%. For the rest of your life. If your benefit at full retirement age was supposed to be $2,000 a month, claiming at 62 locks you into just $1,400. You are willingly accepting a heavy penalty because you are scared. And what happens if you wait past 67? For every single year you delay claiming your benefit up until age 70, your check increases by a guaranteed 8%. 8%. Tell me, where on earth are you going to find a guaranteed, government-backed, inflation-adjusted 8% return on your money today? You won't. It doesn't exist. By waiting until age 70, that $2,000 benefit transforms into over $2,400 a month. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. You ask me, but Susie, what if the program goes bankrupt? What if I wait and get nothing? Listen to me, Social Security is not going to zero. Even in the absolute worst-case scenario where Congress does absolutely nothing to fix the system, by the time the reserves empty, ongoing tax revenues will still cover roughly 78 to 80% of scheduled benefits. Let's do the math on that worst-case scenario. If you claimed early at 62 and locked in $1,400, a 20% cut drops you down to $1,120. But if you waited until 67 to get your full $2,000, that same 20% cut leaves you with $1,600. The person who waited still wins. Claiming early does not protect you from future cuts, it only guarantees you start from a much smaller sandbox. You have to realize that retirement is long. A woman in average health who reaches age 65 has a very high probability of living until 88 or beyond. That means decades of paying bills, decades of facing inflation, and decades of needing money. What I see happen all the time is people take their benefits early, they watch inflation erode their purchasing power, they draw down too fast on their personal IRAs or 401(k)s, and suddenly in their late 70s, they are flat out of money. Their Social Security check is locked in at that permanently low rate, and it is simply not enough to survive. There are only two exceptions to this rule. Hear me clearly, if you are in poor health and a medical professional tells you that your life expectancy is severely shortened, or if you have absolutely no other income, no retirement savings left, and you need that money right now just to put food on the table and keep the lights on, then, and only then, do you claim early. Otherwise, you wait. If you are married, this decision becomes even more critical because of survivor benefits. When one spouse passes away, the smaller of the two Social Security checks disappears, and the surviving spouse keeps the larger one. If the higher earner in the marriage claims early at 62, they aren't just hurting themselves, they are penalizing their spouse for the rest of their life, too. The highest earner must wait as close to age 70 as possible, because maximizing that specific check is one of the greatest acts of financial love you can leave behind for your partner. Another trap I need you to avoid is working while claiming early. If you are under your full retirement age and you think you can collect Social Security while earning a solid paycheck, the government is going to claw back $1 of your benefits for every $2 you earn over the strict annual limit. Once you hit your full retirement age, that limit vanishes completely, and you can earn $1 million a year without losing a dime of your benefit. So, what is your actionable takeaway today? Go right now to ssa.gov and create your personal account. Look at your statement. Do not guess what your numbers are, know them. If you are approaching 62 and tempted to file, look at your retirement savings first. Use your personal investments, your traditional IRAs, or your savings to bridge the gap if you want to retire from working, and let that Social Security benefit grow by 8% a year. You must be strong. You must be smart. Do not let viral panic dictate your financial security. True financial freedom comes from making decisions based on facts, not fear. Delay the claim, maximize the check, and stand secure in your future. You can do this, and you deserve to do this right.